video is sponsored by STS Footwear. Footwear of the fans, by the fans, for the fans. Get your own Gator sneakers at stsfootwear.com and use the code GTFans for $15 off at checkout. You personally had dealt with a lot in your career, right. Injuries and all that stuff, setbacks. Yeah. What does this mean?
This is just a testament of just showing how everything I've done and all my work, staying humble, staying true to the game, staying with my friends, staying with prayed up, getting closer to God. Everything is just showing what God can do for you. I mean, I was on the break of not wanting to play ball anymore to now living at the highest point of my life, one of the highest points of my life. So this is just a start. I mean, this is where I want to build off from here. It's a really good starting point for me, so I'm just going to keep going. When
did you consider not playing football?
Man, it was times of even last year, just with the injury, just obviously when you go through an injury and stuff, your emotions get the best of you. You don't really think about it in the future. You just think about the present time, if you're going to ever get back to yourself, even times in high school when I wasn't the biggest, just thinking that this wasn't going to work out, just but my mom and my family, they all knew it. They seen things in me I didn't see, obviously. So for them to just continue to just trust in me, believe in me, to tell me I got it, just words of encouragement, it's been huge in this whole process. Because it's easy to get like that when you're getting your own thoughts, especially in this game at the highest level. It can get like that. So overall, just being in all those aspects played into me now. Just keeps playing this game.
Is that why you feel like when you got to Florida, you had that extra chip on your shoulder and you kind of took control of the defense right away?
Right. That's just how I've been all my life. I've always been a leader, just trying to help out in any way I can. Never been the follower. Obviously, you gotta learn to follow before you can lead. So just when I got here, I just took all the gems of the guys who have been here before, obviously playing in the bigger conference or the best conference. Telling me little things that'll help me out, how to get through certain things. So I'm excited. All I can be is thankful and grateful for my teammates, my family, everything that they've poured into me is going to be helpful. So I can't thank them enough.
Do you kind of share that with guys like, Mamu Diabate, who's, so young?
Yeah, him, Chris Bogle, Chatfield, all the guys in our room, they're the guys who are just basically, they're like my little brothers. So, they're pretty much 18, 19-year-olds. And I can remember back in that time where, things that I would say that I can hear my old head saying to me, and I'm like, man, I'm not trying to hear any of that. But now I'm just like, man, look, I'm telling you, I don't want y'all to have to go through 5 years. Like I said, 5 years is not a bad thing, but, most guys, they come down with the mindset of being 3 years and being done. So if they can get it as quick as and like I said, back then, if I could get as quick as these guys can, and these guys are playing as true freshmen, I can – the sky's the limit for them. If they can take these little gems that the older guys, not even myself, but David Reese, Felipe, guys who have been around, they can take stuff from it. It'll just be all helpful for them in the end.
But in the end, do you feel like this is making you a better person from when you could step in the next?
Yeah, most definitely. I take life lessons out of everything that I do. So just being in facing adversity all throughout the injuries, things that have happened in my life, I just basically run with it. So I try to just pour into the young guys as much as possible, so that way they don't have to go through certain things that I had to go through or anybody else had to go through to make their time at the university that much harder. So for them to get the gyms to make it easier, I've done my job if I can help that in any way I can.
Let's talk about Chatfield. I hear he had a bright idea yesterday.
Yeah, Chat was the one who inspired to change the jerseys. Him, Trey Dean as well. But yeah, we was about to go out to practice, and next thing you know, I seen them boys switching jerseys. I was like, man, what? But I know my old school, we tried to do that, and they sent us back in the locker room. So I was like, man, look, these boys, they're going to send us back in if we go out like that. But they was like, no, not if we go out at the same time. They're not going to send all of us back in. We're like, all right, maybe you got an idea. So we were sitting there and changed the jerseys. They was like D-line, we were going to go to DBs, and DBs, we just switched it in all aspects of it. It was hilarious when I seen Zoo with Trey Dean's jersey on it. Trey Dean's running around the locker room, I got Zoo's jersey, I'm Zoo for the day. So it was, I'm going to tell you, that was the funniest thing I've seen. It was hilarious. We just had to have fun. We're down to Miami, this is a big bowl game, we had to let loose a little bit. We've been down here just putting in work, just trying to get ready for this game. We didn't put work in it before coming down here. So to get a little time to let loose and have fun at practice, you might as well. We're going to be out here for 2.5 hours anyway, so might as well make some fun of it.
Yeah, Todd Grantham said he was shocked, and he said, I know who they are, but yet I double-taked.
Yeah, exactly. It was funny because Coach Mullen and Grantham, you can basically see them waiting on us, where are these guys at? Are they going to come to practice and ready? Because we took a little longer than usual, but just to make sure that we all came out at the same time. So overall, once we got out there and then they said, all right, let's go out right now. We all went out as a team, and that was a long run, by the way, on that video. So everybody was a little tired. But it was hilarious. It was fun. I mean, that's stuff like that, we're going to remember that forever. So it was a good thing. I mean, it just had to bring some energy to us. So it did definitely did that.
So Chatfield did the jerseys. Who came up with Singing We Ready?
I don't even know. I walked out. I was the last person out, so all I know is I just thought we were going to run out there. Nation, I just hear "We Ready." So I said, man, I feel like I'm back in Little League ball again. So to hit a little chance like that, I'm surprised we weren't beating on our pads and thighs and stuff like that. So it was good, man. That was a funny experience. That was real fun. Real fun.
We had that song in our head the rest of the day.
When I tell you that was so funny, that was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing at it the entire time. I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, we definitely were singing other lyrics to that tune of that song by like 8, 9 o'clock at night.
You're like going mad.
Man, I still look. It's hilarious because I just know. I mean, I thought, like I said, I honestly thought he was gonna send us back in, but then, like I said, I was wearing Sean Davis jersey. The guys making jokes like Sean must have been on steroids or something. I mean, he had a growth spurt. I mean, it was in the Trey Dean. It was like, man, Trey Dean is Jabari, and Jabari looking like Trey Dean. It was hilarious. So overall, it was just fun. It was real fun.
And obviously focusing on Virginia, Bryce Perkins, almost 1,000-yard rushing, 3,000-yard passing. How does that change how you approach the game of a guy like that? Because I don't think you face a dual-threat quarterback like him.
Right. Anytime you gotta, I mean, as a pass rusher speaking, when you playing a guy like that, I mean, he's kind of like, anything you do is going to do the opposite. So, I mean, you can beat a guy around the edge, he's going to go right up under you, or you can beat a guy inside, going to go around you. So, having guys on the D-line as a whole, just understanding how we want to rush this guy, how we want to basically attack this guy, is going to be huge for us. So, it changes up things a little bit, but however, you still can't change the game too much. You got to make him adjust to you, not adjust to him. So, he's a really good quarterback, very dynamic athlete. Obviously, I think he has 100 more touches than any other running back on the team. So, for a guy like that to do that at the quarterback position, I mean, the guys think really highly of him. The team thinks really highly of him and think he can make some plays, which he's done this year. So, nothing but respect for him. We just got to get out and get to him, put all 11 hats to the ball.
Obviously, rightfully, Bryce Perkins takes a lot of the attention on the Virginia offense. But they do have some other skilled players like Joe Reed coming back. He's an All-American. What kind of stands up on the film?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, I played them every year. So I'm well aware of the receivers, number 8 and 2. I mean, those are pretty big guys, physical guys. I mean, pretty much the guys I can remember almost off the top of my head. But, yeah, they got some guys. I mean, that's not they're a team that you can't take lightly. Obviously, with them being down here, I mean, they're down here for a reason. Being second in the ACC overall, it's been huge. So for them to do that and be down here to play against us, and they're gonna have a chip on their shoulder trying to knock us off because we're in the SEC. Nothing but respect for them. But like I said, it's gonna be a hard-fought game. They play really hard, and Coach Mendenhall prides them on that. So for us, we just got to match that intensity.
Yeah, you know them well. Like, you knew them when Mike London was the head coach. So you've seen the change really big. Huge. What's the biggest thing for you?
It just they bought into it. I mean, you can tell by watching film when the guys really buy into the program. So I mean, there is little things from running to the football on defense, and finishing blocks on the offensive line, just little stuff like that. Just the overall mentality. You can just watch them. They're a different team, and they have that confidence in them because I mean, like I said, teams around the country they got the best guys that they could get at that time. So all it is basically making sure that coach can get them to buy into their program, and I think they've done a really good job. Same here, like with Coach Muller. I mean, he's got a bunch of guys as well, a bunch of really talented guys, and he just basically got everybody to buy in, and now you see the results of it.
I was going to say, both Mendenhall and Mullen kind of came in a program that was down and turned it around. So this game can really kind of cement the future, you want to say, for a program?
For sure. No, most definitely. I mean, second year coaches aren't expected to be where they are. So to get where they are and to see the other guys, I mean, younger guys seeing them to buy into it. I mean, it just shows like if we can work out and see the other guys get to this point, why not us? Why not even go bigger? So this is just only the platform for us. So now that the younger guys see us doing this, they can really just want to go up and beyond what we've done. So I'm excited for them, both programs, honestly, because I mean, like I said, it's only the starting point for both of us.
My final question, when you think back of your Florida career, what do you want your legacy to be?
Man, just remember my last name, that Greenard, and actually remember how to pronounce it. They might see it and hear it of it all, but just remember how to pronounce it. But no, I mean, just remember, I just love the passion for the game. I mean, my story, how I got here. I love being a Gator. The Gator Nation. I love them, and they love me. So to be remembered as that, to show what I've done on the field and even off the field, that'll be huge for me. That's all I can do. So I feel like I've done everything I could here. I mean, it's going to be bittersweet to play our last game, but it'll be one to remember.